大家好 ，Hello everybody， 又是我环球教育的 Allen 老师。那这次是我们环球微课堂的第2次口语课。好 ，Today our main focus is to continue on with the beginning portion of the speaking test。就上次我们不是把这个口语考试的第一部分这个 introduction 简单一下说了一下，可是呢，这次呢，我们把这个之后这个 Part 1呢，简单的介绍一下。Okay, now first the thing you gotta realize is that 这个 Part 1 is mostly about conversation and small talk， 就是聊天闲聊。那上次呢你也知道，就是我们讨论过这个口语课的这个4个标准 ，right? There was fluency, there was pronunciation, there was lexical resource, and of course there was grammar, right? So you got 流利、发音、词汇 and of course 语法 right? So 这个每一个部分呢，它都有专门的一些要求 ，OK？In this case, what we're going to understand for Part 1 is that 就是口语考官问你的问题呢，我们用不同的方式去回答一些简单的关于你的生活的问题。Alright, so basically, Part 1 is going to be about your life. Okay? So in this case, what they're going to ask you is something, let's say, about your school, maybe where you work, maybe your friends, maybe where you live, and of course, stuff about your hometown. Now, 一般来说呢，现在的这个雅思考试题这个2015的这个夏天这个期段，我应该呢这个题目差不多将近40个主题，所以呢就是预测什么样的题很难能就是猜出来，所以呢就是你要理解。The best thing about Part 1 is 其实呢考官根本就不是那么重视你的答案。Okay, what they're really trying to focus on is 你的反应。Okay, so here are 2 things you must remember. 一，考官非常重视你的反应，根本不重视你的答案的这个真相。Okay, so basically 就是这个中国学生的一个简单的一个问题呢，就是太实在了。Okay, 那 of course 实在是一个好事，对不对？可是呢，你要理解，在这个雅思考试的时候呢，你如果要真正去想你的答案 ，right? If you really have to think about your answer， 你已经输了。Okay, because 在这个考官的这个印象里 ，OK， 如果你1秒钟之内已经没有出声的话，你的答案就相当于已经是错了。OK， the answers if it's not given in about 1 or 2 seconds, it's already wrong. Okay, now the second thing you gotta remember is that well， 它这个顺序呢，这个问题的顺序 ，right? Part 1这个问题顺序呢，考官会从一个比较简单这个问题呢，一直问到比较难的问题。OK， 到了一个非常难的你都回答不了的问题的时候呢，考官会说 OK, that's the end of Part 1, let's go to Part 2. Okay? So here's an example of how Part 1 could begin. The first thing they could ask is, well, they will first tell you, okay, Alan, let's talk about where you live. Let's talk about where you live. So, what kind of house or building do you live in? Right? 像这种问题呢是非常直接、非常清楚的这种 direct question. Right? So, all you have to do is answer directly. You would say, well, right now I live in a condominium in the heart of the city. Right? So it's a very simple, straightforward question. Right? 考官看你会懂，就是会回答这种问题之后呢， they're going to ask you something that's indirect. Okay? Something indirect could be, why do you prefer this type of living? Or why do you prefer to live in this type of building? Right? So you would have lots of reasons to give, right? So you can say, all right, I like to live in this kind of apartment because it's very comfortable, right? It's very safe, and it's convenient to where I go to school and where I go to work. Okay? After this kind of question, 考官会觉得 OK, 这个人不错 right? 这个人能什么都能回答 They'll ask you something in the comparative way, 就是让你给你这种不同的东西让你去比较 Okay? For example, they could ask you, do you prefer to live with others or do you prefer to live alone? Now, obviously, 像这种情况，你有2个选择，所以呢，你可以直接挑一个，或者呢，最好的方式去展示你的英语这个流利的，就是2个都说。So you could say, well, it depends. I really like to live alone when I'm not having such a good week, right? 就是，哎呀，就是生活，感觉这几天心情不是太好的时候，可能自己生活可能稍微好一点 ，right? Maybe not, right? You could say, but sometimes, you know, when I'm in a really good mood or when I want to share some ideas and experiences with friends. Maybe I like to live with others. right? Such as family and friends, right? Okay? Alright, so essentially that's what part 1 is like, okay? 有的时候呢，考官如果觉得你的这个水平非常好 or 你可能觉得你这个答案呢有点蒙得不错 right? So sometimes they could switch to a different kind of topic. Right? 他们可能说 okay, now let's talk about something else. Let's talk about buying presents or let's talk about your weekends. Okay? So anyway, that is everything about speaking part 1. 那下次呢，我们讨论 speaking part 2. Okay?